What if I told you a warm bath could knock 10 minutes off the time it takes you to fall asleep? Not a sleep supplement, not melatonin, a bath. Researchers analyzed 13 clinical trials and found that a warm bath between 104 and 109 degrees, taken 1 to 2 hours before bed, cuts the time it takes to fall asleep by 36%. And here's the thing that got me. The ancient Romans were doing this exact ritual every single night 2,000 years ago. Same temperature range, same timing before bed. They just called it going to the thermae. But the bath is just the beginning. We found 5 more ancient sleep rituals backed by clinical trials. And the last one? It sounds almost too simple to work. Let me walk you through exactly how this works, because the mechanism is fascinating. Your body has a built-in thermostat. Every evening, your core temperature drops about 1 to 2 degrees. That temperature drop is the primary signal your brain uses to trigger sleep. It is more powerful than melatonin, more powerful than darkness. It is the master switch. When you take a warm bath, you are not warming yourself up to sleep. You are doing the opposite. The warm water pulls blood to the surface of your skin, your hands, your feet, your face. Then when you get out, all that blood at the surface rapidly dumps heat into the air. Your core temperature drops fast, and your brain reads that plunge as time to sleep. The 2019 meta-analysis by Haghayag and colleagues confirmed it across 13 controlled trials. The sweet spot is water between 104 and 108 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 40 to 42.5 Celsius, taken 1 to 2 hours before bed. The result? Sleep onset latency dropped by 36% on average. Now, what is incredible is how closely this maps to what ancient civilizations were already doing. The Romans did not just take baths. They had a structured thermal ritual. Tepidarium, the warm room, then caldarium, the hot room, then frigidarium, the cold plunge. Same principle, warm to cold. They did this 1 to 2 hours before bed at the thermae, public bathhouses that were the social centers of Roman life. And it was not just Rome. 5,000 years ago, the Egyptians were sleeping on raised platforms for air circulation, draping wet linen sheets over themselves to cool down at night. Archaeologists found 8 stone pillows in King Tut's tomb, designed to elevate the head and promote airflow. Every ancient solution targeted the same thing, cooling the body to sleep. The science did not invent this. It explained it. But wait, the next study might be even more surprising. In 2015, a team at the University of Southern California published a study in JAMA, one of the most prestigious medical journals in the world. They took 49 older adults who struggled with sleep and split them into 2 groups. Group 1 got a standard sleep hygiene education program, the kind your doctor gives you. Limit caffeine, keep a schedule, no screens before bed. Group 2 got a 6-week mindfulness meditation course. The meditation group crushed it. Their sleep quality score improved from 10.2 to 7.4 on the Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index. The effect size was 0.89. In research terms, that is a large effect. Meditation did not just beat doing nothing. It beat the standard medical advice. And here is an open loop for you. There is an ancient Indian practice that is even more powerful. One where 89% of insomnia patients fell asleep during the session itself. We will get to that in a minute. But first, let me tell you about what happens when you flip the other switch. Light. In 2011, Harvard researchers studied 104 people and found that ordinary room light, not sunlight, not a screen, just the lamp in your living room, suppressed melatonin production in 99% of subjects. 99%. And it shortened melatonin duration by a full 90 minutes. Every single ancient culture on Earth slept in total darkness. No one had to tell them. There were no electric lights. The sun went down, and that was it. Their melatonin was never suppressed. Meanwhile, a 2025 study of over 1,700 adults found that every 30 minutes of morning sunlight exposure shifted people's sleep timing 23 minutes earlier. The ancients rose with the sun and slept when it set. Modern science now says that single habit may be the most powerful circadian regulator we have. So we have the bath, meditation, and light control. But remember that ancient practice I mentioned, the one where nearly 9 out of 10 insomnia patients fell asleep? Here it is. It is called Yoga Nidra. It means yogic sleep, and it comes from the Upanishads, ancient Indian texts written around 600 BCE, that makes this practice about 2,500 years old. In 2023, researchers ran a randomized controlled trial in a sleep laboratory. They guided insomnia patients through Yoga Nidra sessions and monitored them with clinical sleep equipment. 89% fell asleep during the session. The average time to fall asleep was just 7 minutes, and here is the wildest finding. 43% of them did not wake up when the session ended. They just transitioned into natural sleep. 7 minutes to fall asleep. No pills, no devices. A guided relaxation technique from 2,500 years ago. But that is not the only ancient remedy with modern evidence. And this next one goes back even further. In 400 BCE, Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, was prescribing valerian root for insomnia. A modern meta-analysis of 16 trials covering over 1,000 patients found that valerian made people nearly twice as likely to report improved sleep compared to placebo. And lavender, the Romans literally named bathing after it. The Latin word lavar means to wash. They infused their baths with it. A 2025 meta-analysis of 11 randomized trials with 628 participants confirmed lavender aromatherapy significantly improves sleep quality. Then there is ashwagandha, an Ayurvedic herb used for over 3,000 years. A 2021 randomized controlled trial gave 80 people 300 milligrams twice a day for 8 weeks. Sleep efficiency improved with a p-value under 0.0001 versus placebo. That is about as statistically significant as it gets. So, what does this look like in practice? Here is an evidence-based evening routine built entirely from ancient sleep rituals. Step 1. As the sun goes down, dim your lights. Not just screens, all lights. Remember, ordinary room light suppresses melatonin in 99% of people. Use candles or low amber lighting. The Egyptians and Romans had no choice. You do, so choose darkness. Step 2. 1 to 2 hours before bed, take a warm bath or shower. Aim for 104 to 108 degrees. You do not need to soak for an hour. Even 10 minutes triggers the core temperature drop. Add lavender oil if you want to stack 2 ancient practices at once. Step 3. After your bath, try a 10-minute Yoga Nidra recording. Lie down, close your eyes, and follow the guide. If you are in the 89%, you may not hear the ending. Step 4. If you are still awake, spend 5 minutes on a gratitude journal. A 2009 study of over 400 adults found that gratitude significantly improved sleep quality by reducing the negative thought loops that keep people awake. The Stoic philosopher Seneca did this exact practice every night 2,000 years ago. He called it his evening review. If that feels like a lot, here's where to start. Tonight. Just pick one. Beginner move. Take a warm shower 1 hour before bed and dim every light in your house after sunset. That alone combines 2 of the strongest evidence-backed practices we covered. Intermediate. Add a free Yoga Nidra recording. There are hundreds on YouTube. 10 minutes. Lying down. Eyes closed. The study used standard guided sessions. Nothing fancy. Advanced. Do the full routine. Morning sunlight, evening light control, warm bath with lavender, Yoga Nidra, and a gratitude journal. Stack them. The ancients did not pick one. They lived all of these naturally. 5,000 years ago, the Egyptians carved stone pillows and slept on raised platforms. The Romans built entire social institutions around a pre-bed thermal ritual. The Indian yogis developed a guided sleep practice that neuroscience is only now catching up to. They did not have sleep studies. They did not have melatonin supplements. They had thousands of years of observation, and the clinical trials keep proving them right. If this was useful, subscribe to Longevity Research. Every week, we dig into an ancient health practice that modern science is finally catching up to. Drop a comment. Which of these are you trying tonight?